So today's plan is to travel down into Oklahoma to a town called Muskogee and stay at a Harvest Host there. And then from there, we're going to make our way back to Florida. Back in Fort Scott, that was in the 1800s, that was a prairie outpost, and it was actually the westernmost boundary of the United States. Eventually, the military was required to leave the fort because it was no longer needed, and the settlers stayed around that area, and eventually it became the town that it is today.
And actually the fort was built so well by their quartermaster that the city was able to take over the government buildings and use those as part of the city. So it's a good job of construction. It didn't look like your typical western outpost fort that you think of when you think of just the wooden posts and stockade fencing.
We were passing through the town of Chitaw, Oklahoma, and we had been seeing some Amish places along the way, but we saw this place called Amish Cheese House. So we decided to turn around and stop, and we ended up buying some cheese and some pretzel graham crackers and all sorts of goodies.
And I've been talking all summer on this trip about pie. Well, we found some fresh baked pies, and even though I really wanted a strawberry rhubarb, Sarah doesn't like that. They didn't have any small ones, so we decided to settle on peach. So we're gonna have some fresh peach pie tonight for supper. Hey y'all, we call ourselves Go With The Flow, and maybe we ought to think about changing our names, because we're about 2 miles from our destination outside of Muskogee, Oklahoma, and we top a hill and there's a sheriff's deputy sitting here, and out in front of us there's a semi that tried to do a turnaround and got jackknifed and off the road. So now we're waiting about a half hour, just sitting here chilling, waiting for a tow truck to get around there so they can pull him out. So anyway, but you never know what you're going to find while you're traveling, and so we just go with the flow. We sat here, we just met a real nice lady that's local, and we're going to just wait on them to get done.
Okay, I don't know if you can see the semi down there. There's a sheriff's car, and the semi is beyond it, and he's crossways on the road. And so this is a very small road. The wrecker service that came through, we met him on the way. He even had to back down this road, and you can see there's no place for us to turn around. So we just have to sit here and wait for things to get better so we can get to our destination. Pecan Creek Winery is a small family-owned business and a member of Harvest Host. They have a tasting room, a processing area, and even have 50 amp service for their guests. We were there for the evening, and like Florida, Oklahoma has a lot of storms, I guess, in this time of year. And a thunderstorm came up, and it was really windy, and just shook the whole trailer again, and it was kind of scary. So, but we made it through that. Our name is Go With The Flow, so that's just what we do. We go with the flow. And we got up this morning and we left early, about 7 o'clock, and it's raining today, so we're going with the flow of the rain.
Hey y'all.
It's been a travel day for us. very long travel day. We have just a little bit further to go. We're headed to Jackson, Mississippi, and by the time we get there, we will have traveled 500 miles just today.
That's right. Normally, we've been trying to stick to the 3-3-3 rule. Travel less than 300 miles or 3 hours, or get where you're going by 3 o'clock. Well, today we left at 7 a.m. We're not going to get in until about 5, almost 6 o'clock. And as Sarah said, we've traveled around 500 miles. The reason I think that that the rain did not follow us all the way was that the Ozarks kind of blocked the cloud cover and kept it from moving this direction. So let O'Malley ride in the trailer most of the morning, but when we stopped for fuel this afternoon, it was starting to get warm in there, so he had to come up in the truck.
And that's typical of what we do with our animals. Of course, you can't see Molly. She's laying down here in the back. But animals have traveled well. O'Malley hasn't complained very much about riding the truck.
Which is unusual.
Yeah.
So we've decided tonight we're going to boondock at a Cracker Barrel or somewhere. Jackson is a little over halfway between where we were in Muskogee, Oklahoma, and Pensacola, which is our next campground destination. So this is just a waypoint, just to stop along the way, and then we'll get back on the road. We took our time on the way north. We've taken our time coming down through the mid-section of the U.S., but now we've got to make sure we don't let the grass grow underneath our tires as we head back home.
We're going to stop in Pensacola just to visit with family there for a couple of days. And then by Monday, we should be headed back down to Lake Wales.
So it's going to depend also on what the weather's doing. There is a tropical storm coming north into Florida today, this weekend. So we're going to keep our eye on that. If it's coming up through the center of the state, we may hang around another day because I think we have the time to do it.
Thanks for watching our video. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment. Click to subscribe to our channel and continue watching for our adventures. Now get ready for some bloopers because, hey, everybody makes mistakes. We are going to stop a couple of days in Pensacola. Oh, no. Don't you hate it when that happens?
So you were saying we
All right, go ahead.
Got the truck, got the semi,
Yeah,
sheriff.
I got it.
Hey y'all, you know, we call ourselves Go With The Flow. Maybe we ought to change our name. But we're about 2 miles from our destination tonight, outside of Muskogee, Oklahoma.
Muskogee.
Hey y'all.
If you liked it, give us a thumbs up and click to subscribe. Click to subscribe. Oh, guys, you know what to do.